Emotional Intelligence for Leaders course. Module 1. This module introduces the concept of emotional intelligence and explains why it is essential for leadership. It compares emotional intelligence with IQ and outlines the 5 key components of emotional intelligence. These are self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. It emphasizes how emotional intelligence influences leadership impact, decision-making, and relationships. Welcome to Module 1 of Emotional Intelligence for Leaders course. In this foundational module, we explore one of the most powerful, yet often overlooked, traits that distinguishes great leaders from average ones: emotional intelligence. We begin by answering a crucial question. What exactly is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence, often abbreviated as EQ, refers to a person's ability to recognize, understand, manage, and influence their own emotions, as well as the emotions of others. It is not about being emotional. Rather, it is about being emotionally smart. It is the deep inner skill that enables leaders to stay calm in crises, navigate difficult conversations with empathy, inspire loyalty, and foster trust within teams. Now, how is emotional intelligence different from IQ? IQ, or intelligence quotient, measures a person's cognitive abilities, things like logic, analytical thinking, language skills, and memory. It determines how well you can solve technical problems or perform academically. But IQ alone is not enough to succeed in leadership. You could be the smartest person in the room, yet struggle to manage relationships, resolve conflicts, or keep your team motivated. This is where emotional intelligence comes in. It fills in the gaps that intelligent quotient cannot. In fact, many experts argue that while IQ might get you hired, emotional intelligence is what keeps you growing, succeeding, and influencing others effectively. Let's now break down the 5 core components of emotional intelligence, as introduced by psychologist Daniel Goleman. First, self-awareness. This is the ability to recognize and understand your own moods, emotions, and drives, as well as how they affect others. It means being brutally honest with yourself about your strengths, weaknesses, and tendencies. Self-aware leaders know their triggers, and they take responsibility for their reactions. They don't reflect. Second, self-regulation. This is the ability to control or redirect disruptive impulses and moods, and to think before acting. Leaders with strong self-regulation stay composed under pressure. They do not let frustration dictate their tone or decisions. They are flexible, open to change, and resilient in the face of setbacks. Third, motivation. This is not about external rewards like paychecks or titles. This is about internal drive, the passion to pursue goals with energy and persistence. Emotionally intelligent leaders are not easily discouraged. They are optimistic even in the face of failure, and their enthusiasm inspires others to follow their lead. Fourth, empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand the emotional makeup of other people. It means sensing what others are feeling and responding with compassion. Empathetic leaders are great listeners. They can read nonverbal cues. They understand team dynamics, and they tailor their communication to meet the emotional needs of others. And finally, fifth, social skills. This is about managing relationships to move people in the desired direction. Leaders with strong social skills know how to build rapport, influence others, communicate clearly, resolve conflicts, and lead teams effectively. They are connectors, bringing people together and driving collaboration. Now, why does emotional intelligence matter for leadership? Because leadership is not just about strategy, logic, and execution. It is about people. Leadership is about inspiring, influencing, and guiding individuals or teams to achieve common goals. And people are emotional beings. Emotional intelligence influences how you handle pressure. It affects how you respond to criticism. It determines how you coach a struggling employee. It shows in how you give feedback, motivate your team, and build lasting relationships. It even impacts your decision-making. Because decisions clouded by unmanaged emotions can lead to regret, while emotionally intelligent decisions are grounded in clarity. In today's dynamic and demanding world, where change is constant and stress is high, leaders with emotional intelligence stand out. They create psychologically safe environments. They bring out the best in others. They inspire trust, earn respect, and cultivate loyalty. So as we conclude this introductory module, let me ask you the following questions. 1. Can you identify your emotions in real time? 2. Do you understand how your feelings affect your leadership decisions? 3. Can you regulate your impulses and stay composed when things go wrong? 4. Can you read the room and empathize with your team? 5. Are you able to build meaningful, productive relationships that drive performance? If you answered no to some of these, that's okay. Because emotional intelligence is a skill, and just like any skill, it can be learned, practiced, and mastered. This course will guide you through each of these 5 pillars in detail, providing you with tools, techniques, and real-world examples to strengthen your emotional intelligence and transform your leadership. Impact. Up next in Module 2, we will begin with the first component, self-awareness, and explore how knowing yourself is the first step to leading others effectively. There are 10 quizzes attached to this module. Attempt all and discover how well you understand this lecture. If you find this course useful, you may introduce it to others and ensure you don't miss Module 2.